Airline can be tough.
I really want that man sacked. He didn't have a clue what he was doing.
You just saw me. You've taken my money off me for 600 fags, and I can't sport one. Why?
So let me get right to the point.
But it can also be fun.
Every man I see.
All of my legs, blisters all up there.
So fasten your seatbelts for a summer season with the airline.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze on a far-flung holiday, come fly with me, let's fly away.
What's that? Put them there and take the other.
Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Tell me what your name is. Tell me what your name is.
And whose bag is this? Oh, you got mine. No, take that. Simon!
It's early May 1997, and as night falls, Manchester Airport is getting busy.
Lost a mum.
It's all right. Come on, darling. Don't worry. Do you want us to go and put a call out?
Yeah, we'll go and find your mummy. What's your name, darling? Does she speak English?
I think so, babe.
Do you speak English?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, she's yours. Oh, God. Thank you. Well, that was that. She doesn't speak English, does she?
It's the beginning of the summer holiday season for Britannia Airways. Pat Bain's job is to look after the passengers and their problems.
You actually never know what's going to happen. You get passengers who've left their passports, there's people who are terrified of flying, but the worst of all are the drunks.
I think we just restarted. Let's go and have a look.
The Cormac family are due to fly to Spain in 2 hours, but Grandad Billy has a problem.
He's terrified of flying.
So he's
had a few whiskies.
As you do.
On the coach coming out, and he's had too much. He can't take it short, and he's had too much. He's terrified of flying. Yeah.
Take
and
me
down
on Belfast.
Quiet.
With the way Dad is, I don't think there's much chance he'll be going. Not the way he's walking. We can't. That's really, you know, it's not fair to the other passengers as well.
So there's like 12 of us.
Pat must decide whether Billy is fit to fly.
You know, and so, you know, they have had the occasion to divert.
It's not looking good.
So I think it would be better. I'll go and see. If you go and have a coffee with him, yeah. All right, you're right. Don't you worry. Be okay. He's a bit nervous, isn't he? Yeah?
He is.
So don't get cross with him. All right.
Just for your information, family of 4 just approached check-in, and the mother has forgotten the passport, and it includes the daughter on it.
Hello.
Where do they live? Can we get passport?
As far as the agent says, it's Bradford.
Kathy Duffy is the other passenger services officer on duty tonight.
Anyone can actually send it. How far away is Bradford? How long does it take to get to Bradford?
It's quite a way, isn't it?
Yeah. Quite
At least an hour.
Shot in the dark, really.
So you've got your passport, and it was the wife's that had the daughter on it. Yeah, it's mine.
The Ritchie family may lose their holiday because Jane Ritchie has left her passport at home, 60 miles away in Bradford. Their only hope is for a neighbour to get it to the airport inside an hour. Aisha Keithley is 18 and works in an office, but really she wants to be a pop singer. Her best friend Jane isn't convinced.
Do you have to? You're deafening me, Aisha.
Jane, I love you.
Aisha, please.
Just think you could be living with a star one day, so you can say, I watched her and never thinking.
Tonight, Britannia will fly Aisha and Jane to Ibiza. Aisha has a chance to make her dream come true and audition for a singing job in the resort of Es Canard.
She's always got to have attention.
That's Aisha. Sometimes I really get embarrassed for her because she never does, and she doesn't care what anybody thinks. It's just Aisha for you.
I know I will get there. I'll be on top of the pops this time next year, giving the Spice Girls a run for the money, raking in loads of money myself, living a life of luxury. But I will make it. I know I'll make it. Definitely.
1 hour to the flight, and Billy's chances of getting to Spain haven't improved. Pat has made her decision. She won't let him fly. Britannia takes a tough line with passengers who turn up drunk.
You can't walk, and I don't think it's fair to the other passengers. He could be ill on the plane. The captain's not going to be happy at all, but I'd like to get the family to go. You know, the gentleman and his wife and the children, because it's not fair for the children, really.
Angela, what a lovely name. Don't cry, Angela. We'll get you on that plane. Don't cry, darling. I've got a tissue. Angela, don't cry. It's not a problem.
The Ritchie family's chances of flying are also slipping away. Just 15 minutes before their flight, and no sign of the missing passport.
Ready? Sister? No. Watch yourself. Don't get knocked down. We need you.
I'm going to sort you out a flight, because I can't let you travel this.
What's happening here?
I'm going to sort you out another flight. We're going to go through now, and I'm going to sort something out for you.
Yeah.
I would appreciate it if you'll come with me.
Staying here.
Well, I can't let you stay here. You've got to...
Why? Can you?
Because I've got to sort out...
stay. I'm staying here.
Well, Mr. Cormac, I've got to sort something out for you, Mrs.
Don't give a shite.
Well, do you want to go on holiday?
I've been left there.
Well, look, it's through your own fault.
It's not my fault.
It is
Mr.
your
Cormac,
fault.
I can't let you go this evening. Come with me now and let's sort something out.
We've got to go rebook with the travel agent now.
Have we?
All right?
Oh, yes.
Rebook?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Britannia's Alpha Fox just landed from Greece. In less than an hour, it will take off again for Spain. Britannia's plane spends 17 hours a day in the air. It's time for boarding, but there's one person missing.
It's all right, don't worry.
It's all right.
I can't let you go today, Mr. Cormac.
It's your own fault. All right.
Go on, don't go to tomorrow. Right, gate 214. You go down now and get yourself on the flight, all right? And with the kids. No, you're all right. They've got your tickets. Yeah, they've got all your things down there. Right, just keep walking. You see how you see the numbers at the... Joe, you see how you see the numbers there, gate 210?
Yeah.
Just keep going down, you'll see 214. 214, Joe.
What's happening there?
We're going to... Yeah. Joe, go on, you go and have a nice holiday.
Joe.
Joe, 214.
Joe.
Thrust levers reverse, checking auto speed brakes and auto braking. Rotate.
To Ibiza for?
To get an audition.
Excellent. Ooh, marvellous. So if we go down to Ibiza, we might see you. Excellent.
Yes.
Actually, I'm trying to think, who do you look like? Because we could get you on Stars in their eyes.
I look like her. I've been told I look like her out of ABBA. What's she called?
Oh, yes, Agneta. Grub up.
BJ, dear chap, how the devil are you doing?
Brian John Aldridge, BJ to his friends, is chief steward for the flight.
Well, this is sausage, egg and bacon.
That's mine. Thank you very much.
What have you ordered, Kevin? You're not having anything? Can't tempt you with anything? Been with the company too long? Sit a bit.
Some of the cabin crew, they have some good jokes about pilots. One of theirs is what the pilots use as contraceptives. We use our personalities, apparently. I don't know what they mean.
Sunrise over Girona and a plane load of sleepy passengers, except one. Aisha has found a captive audience.
Maybe I
just wanna have it all. It makes a sound like thunder. It makes me feel like rain. Like
I think she's very brave. Yeah, she's good. Very good. Very brave. Amazingly brave.
Back in Manchester, it looks like the end of the line for the Ritchie family. The flight is now closing.
Just rung up to see if they can delay the flight.
Kathy is trying to sort out another flight, but it will mean missing 3 days of the holiday.
Thanks so much. Quick. What's that? It's on the camera, quick. Thanks so much, Peter. Come on.
They've made it, with seconds to spare, thanks to the next-door neighbour.
Bless them. I'll come through the window. Stop some please. I'm going. All right.
No. Don't have me to think. No. Because I'm getting on my nerves now. I've had enough. Do you want something to ease her off?
I'll get me something.
Give us a tenner.
What's it? Tell you. What? 30. 10.
Oh, man. Another one bites the dust.
Touchdown in Ibiza. But Billy's going nowhere.
Hello there.
Hello.
Do you want as well?
Yeah.
Why not?
Today, BJ's off to Venice, and not looking forward to it.
This is going to be a nightmare flight. This really is. Would you like a newspaper? Venice passengers can be quite upmarket, so they want their drink, and they want their meal, and they want their duty-free goods, and we've got precious little time to actually deliver. But there is one thing in our favour. On this particular flight, we serve a cold afternoon cream tea. It goes down really well with our passengers and keeps them happy.
But sometimes, even the best laid plans don't work out.
Hello. I believe you want to speak to somebody in charge. You're BJ.
Yeah, okay, fine. It took an age before we got the tea with our tea. And
I know.
We think, well, I'm sure you know because you've arranged it. It may not be for you to arrange, but if you could convey to your company our complaint.
Yeah.
Firstly, it's inept organisation. Secondly, it's extraordinarily inhospitable. Thirdly, we understand why you've done it, because you want to sell your cold drinks. But the whole thing is a debacle.
To be honest, from a safety point of view, it wouldn't be right to have a coffee pot and a teapot on the top of a drinks cart. When you need two hands to pull a drinks cart, you know, if you've ever pulled a drinks cart, you'll find it's very heavy, and you need two hands. And to have an unsecured teapot with boiling hot water in, I don't think is a particularly good idea. And we haven't got enough crew to do a drink service, at the same time some other crew members to do a tea service.
That's your problem. That's your problem.
Of course it is. Unfortunately, it's the way it works for us on a short flight.
I'm sure it works for you because you want to sell your beastly drinks.
Well,
but if you serve tea, you should be serving tea. It's absurd to serve sandwiches, scones, cream, and a biscuit of some sort without the tea. It's absurd.
Yeah.
This is the tea service without the tea. That's ridiculous. You can't defend it. It's indefensible.
There was this lady who was offered a drink. And she said, "Oh yes, I'll have a G&T. That's a gin and tonic to you, dear." And this stewardess, quick as a flash, just said, "Would you like ice and a slice? That's frozen water and a piece of fruit to you." And I mean, I think it's a classic. I think it's probably gobsmacked. She probably couldn't say anything.
The morning after, and Billy's feeling contrite.
I can't believe it.
I didn't mean to get that way. It just happened, you know.
It looks like we've got some availability, so fingers crossed we should get on this flight. Don't worry about it. Let's just get you on your flight. All you've got to do today is get the plane and be a good boy.
It's 2 hours to Aisha's audition. Success could turn a week's holiday into a summer season of work, her first big break. There are no signs of nerves.
I never get embarrassed when I'm singing in front of people. I just need to let it all out and I'm away. It's hard for people to get me off.
Anita Waugh is entertainments manager for the hotel. It's her decision whether to book Aisha. Sadly, it's a no.
She needs a lot of practice, I think. And she's singing the wrong song. She sang the two that she tried today weren't quite right for her, I don't think. I think she could have done better if she picked two different better songs. I think you picked the wrong song. Goodbye, my darling. I think you picked the wrong songs, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, Whitney Houston is like, everyone does Whitney Houston. Yeah. Everyone wants to sing Whitney Houston, and I think it's the hardest song to sing. Yeah. You need to work on it. You need to work on it before you get into the big time, I think. Yeah. You've got a long way to go. I mean, it's difficult. Have you ever done singing lessons or anything like that?
I have took it bad. I am upset, but everyone who's made it now, they must have been criticised one point in time. So it's only my first not back. I've probably got many more to come.
Venice, and more problems for BJ.
Concern at the moment.
My husband's got a broken bone in his back, and we specifically asked for leg room in the front, because and I'm a bit claustrophobic, can't sit in the middle there. And when we went into London College, Sue Thompson's, they said there'd be no problem, that we would be able to have a seat like that, and that would be fine. It was fine coming out, but coming in we...
So you were given extra leg room seats on the outbound
seats like that there, in the front, like those.
Oh, right, okay.
And that was fine, that was lovely. But this seat, I knew straight away when they gave us our numbers that we wouldn't be happy here.
Yeah. Right, well, the best thing that I can do, I can have a word with the lady and gentleman.
Oh, no, it's not fair to change somebody else over. I mean, we asked for these seats, otherwise we'd have cancelled the holiday. And to be stuck in the middle like this, and shaking like a leaf, just kind of stuck it.
You're not too keen on flying, and plus you're claustrophobic as well.
Terrible.
I'm only explaining the situation as it stands at the moment. We have no information about this at all. So whether or not the travel agent just hasn't passed that on, or the information hasn't come from the UK to the check-in desk here. If it was honoured on the outbound flight, then obviously that information did get passed on. If it hasn't been passed on to here,
you've got no idea.
Well, all I can say, sir, is that we've got no information. We've got some surnames here for extra leg room, and most of them have been honoured.
Yes, just the ones who were unlucky as usual.
Yeah,
like we were in the hotel last week.
It seems that way, and sometimes it seems to go in cycles like that.
You could say that again.
Yeah.
On the flight deck, Captain Clack has a problem too.
Maggie, what's happening? We just lost the slot. What's happening with how many we got?
337 plus 2. They're saying 339 plus 2, and we've got 337 plus 2.
Unfortunately, the number of passengers that we counted on board the aeroplane didn't tally with the number of passengers given to us by the agent, which basically means that we have to count again, because obviously we can't depart unless we know that we've got everybody on board, particularly for security reasons, because their baggage might be in the hold of the aeroplane. Unfortunately, we've now missed our air traffic control slot, and we have to apply for another one.
BJ is losing his battle.
She's adamant that, oh no, she's gonna stay in those seats and she's gonna be thoroughly miserable, unfortunately, and I can't win around. This is one of those no-win situations. I'd like to help her, but she doesn't want me to help.
Venice Air Traffic Control can't offer a takeoff slot for another 45 minutes. Captain Clack isn't happy. It's time to get on to Operations Control in Luton.
It's Peter Clack here down in Venice on Yankee Bravo.
Good evening, Yankee Bravo.
Ops must call Brussels, where all European flights are coordinated.
I've got a call sign for you. It's a Bravo Alpha Lima 248 Bravo on the ground in Venice. No, that would be ideal, yeah. Thanks very much.
Our operations have got us now a departure time of 1900, which means that we can start our engines, basically. So we'll be starting our engines now and getting underway. I've been flying now for 22 years, and I honestly can't think of a better job in the whole world. I mean, we see the most incredible sights from the flight deck. We see satellites come across regularly, we see shooting stars. At the moment, we've just had Venus rise up above the horizon as we climbed out, and just above it is the crescent of the moon. We really are very privileged to do the job that we do, and we see some wonderful things.
Well, then what do you suggest I do?
You tell me.
No. If you're saying that I'm not doing my best, then tell me what I can do to do my best.
Now you can't stick like this for 2 hours with a broken back.
Maureen, I'll be all right.
But you've had a good moan, and it's best to get it off your chest.
No, I haven't got it off my chest yet. I can assure you. I'm quite calm at the moment, but I'm shaking like an...
Yeah?
I hate being stuck in the middle like this. It's dreadful.
And that is the most beautiful view of Geneva tonight. I could look at that forever, I think.
Manchester, and Aisha's back.
Look, all on my legs. Are you sure you ain't got your passport? All on my legs, blisters all up there, all on my stomach. I was in absolute agony all the day. But I've got a tan, so it was worthwhile.
Stardom still waits. In the end, Billy Cormack lost only 1 day of his holiday. He blamed his condition on mixing whiskey with medicine he'd taken to calm his nerves. Last summer, 50 Britannia passengers were refused flights. More than 500 passengers arrived at check-in without valid passports. But there was only one Aisha. Next week, meet the cabin crew hopefuls, and an embarrassing mishap leaves BJ grounded.